Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. It is the 5th day of autumn. We're into late autumn now, and yeah, things are moving along a little bit better. Again, because we are leasing everything, including our lands now, we've got a little bit more money in the bank. We have our field here, field 52. Along with this extension has germinated, so that should be growing nicely and should remain like this pretty much over the winter, but would give a good harvest next year. We're also looking at our field over here, field 62. That has reached second stage of growth, but I'm hoping that that is going to stay at that level, because if that does, that will survive the winter. You can see here, as long as it stays young, as long as our seeds and stuff, as long as that crop stays young, we will be fine. It will be absolutely okay. So my hope is that we're all good as far as those go. What we need to do today, though, is our animals need a little bit of care. So the first thing we're going to do is give some water to our sheep and our cows. Now, we did this last time, so they're not going to, neither of them are going to need a massive top up, but the sheep and the cows, they are basically, should take about a tank between them, which is good. And I'm kind of glad that we filled up our tank last time, because that is going to make this so much easier. Let's reverse this down here. And it being autumn, we're getting it's getting quite dark in the mornings. You know, it's 26 minutes past 8, and we're having to have all the lights on the tractor in order to work properly. There we go. And let's empty that out. It's not going to take very much. Yeah, there we go. So pretty short there. Don't need to do any kind of cuts to do that one. And we're going to try, today I want to try and see if we can properly feed mixed ration to our cows. Now, as was pointed out last time, and as we found out last time, we can't do a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio with this trailer, with our feed trailer. We've got to do, well, we need to do two silage to one hay, or one hay to two hay to one silage. Otherwise, we just don't have the right thing. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to empty the existing straw that we've got in our trailer in with our cows, and then mix a new batch of mixed ration, because we want to get the mixed ration going now. They would be hopefully it would, in the new year, start kicking off some milk production with our cows, because yeah, that is the ultimate aim with them. See if we can get some milk going. There we go. And this is just a very good. Yeah, this farm is now beginning to flourish a bit. Hey, oh. Even if I am destroying the cow water trough. There we go. We can empty out into it. And this one might take a little bit longer. As expected, most of the rest of the tank, but not all of it. Still 16% left. We might be able to, yeah, we can turn off our lights now. So that is the cows and the sheep. Nicely watered. They've got plenty to drink. What we do need to do is, as I said, we're going to try and sort out the mixed ration for the cows. We do need to get our chickens and our sheep fed. So we want to take a hay bale down to the sheep. So let's just bring this down here. I'd like to get another cut of grass done and into our silage clamp. I don't think our silage clamp is overly full at the moment. No, so we've got a little bit in there, but it's not very much. So if we can get a cut of silage done, maybe next game day, that would be really good. We need to do some spraying at some point as well. See if we can get some, well, get rid of the weeds in our fields. think it's mainly in our soybeans that we've got those. But with 2 grass fields now, we should be in pretty good stead to get some more grass cut. That one there is no good, but our other one, field 83, we were doing that in the summer, so that should be fine. Let's reverse this up. And I'm really amazed at that wheat that we planted late to mid-spring. That wheat is looking to survive through to next year. I mean, that is amazing. And now that we've refilled the water, I want to put that away in here. So that will be, if we did this every day, if we just went and gave a little bit of water to our sheep and our cows each game day, we wouldn't get low. The other thing to do would be to get the water pump, just to make sure that we never actually run out of water for any of our animals. But there is, where's the challenge in that? What we do need to do now is get our bale spike on the front, because we're going to need that for our next job. So let's get that on there, and then disconnect the straw blower, because we want to put whatever we got in our feeding wagon. That wants to go into feeding the cows. I don't think there's much in there, and then hopefully we can drop the straw off that remains afterwards. It being a single bale, it should go in there, I think. Let's have a look at our cows. And maybe, it depends on how much there is. Certainly it will drop it below the level where we can get a good mix in. So that's what my aim is to get is to try and drop some of this straw out, get it so that we can get a properly mixed set of mixed ration, and then get that fed to the cows. And you can see here that is actually still going. So let's do that. And what have we got in here? So we've got forage in here. We've got 11,000 litres. So this should give us... Oh, we've got to go around this way to drop it correctly. This should give us a fair amount. What I'm thinking is, even if we just drop out... No, even if we just drop out this, it's not going to fix the issue. We're still going to end up with more than we need. So let's try and see how much of this will go out. I'm hoping it is enough to get us down to what we need to feed our cows. It may not, but we'll see what it does. And the answer is that it isn't. We still have, we still have a lot of silage in here, unfortunately. So that's going to need to be emptied out next time. We could empty it out on the ground, but it will create quite a bit of a mess. So yeah, let's keep this going. It's annoying because I really, really want to get a proper mix of this in. But a day or two of this and it'll be fine. So we'll go park this back up because that hasn't quite achieved what I was after. And then we'll go and grab a bale of hay to feed our sheep. We could probably put our water trailer up here, but then it's a bit far from our water tank, which is the whole idea of being where it is. Whereas this up here is then fairly close to where we get our other stuff. Let's disconnect that, drop that down, and then we can again go into our shed here and grab ourselves a hay bale for the sheep. Yeah, it's that time of year where we're sort of post-harvest cleanup. Not a huge amount of stuff going on, but enough to just sort of keep us busy for some of the day. And there's no... whoa! Ooh, that was close. Yeah, there's no harvest missions as far as I can remember. So nothing really to get our teeth into other than this. The one thing we do have to do actually today is we need to get our egg pallets onto our egg boxes onto our flatbed and go and sell those. So it's the best day today for selling eggs. So that is what our ultimate goal is today. Get a little bit more money in get ourselves set up going into the winter. It should take all of this, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. And how are they then for food? They've got a little bit of space, so if we go and drop off this bale spike, we can go and get our shovel on, or our bucket on, and go and sort that. That would be, yeah, that would be really good. So it's lots. Yeah, we're going to do our animals fairly quickly today, and then we might get into some spraying, which would be a great thing. So let's drop that off. And the bucket is right here. Perfect. Now, I don't want to cut the grass today because that would mean I need to row it and collect it in the forage wagon. Because we really need to get some more silage into our silage clamp. Right, and that, and in. Yes, all of that went in. That's good. And we can then close these doors. And that's done. So let's go and drop off. Well, we'll drop this off down the bottom because we need to get. We need to put some care wheels on this if we're going to go and try and spray field 52. And we should really take a look at what the state of our fields are. I'm kind of annoyed with myself for leaving the pallet forks where I left them. They should be, this stuff should really be at the back of the shed. And that way they don't get in the way of us when we come to park the tractor up. So let's just grab that and put that there. There we go. And then we can jump out, disconnect that. And go and put some care wheels on this tractor so that we can actually get some spraying done. There we go. The one thing we do need to do actually is get some feed for our chickens too. Maybe we customize this with the care wheels. There we go. Yes. Get the care wheels on it. And just go and get the bucket and the front loader quickly and get some barley or some wheat or something into the chickens and keep them happy. Back it up. Wouldn't normally do much front loader work with this in this configuration, but with the bucket and everything, just doing a little bit of wheat, it's not a huge problem. Or a little bit of barley. I think we're mostly barley in our store. We might have some left over from our chicken feed. Let's give it a try. There we go. Yeah, we've got a bit of wheat. There we go. Don't need a massive amount. 1200 should be more than enough, to be honest. Take this over here. And we've not got these, we've not got our eggs palleted up. We're going to have to sort of stack them on the middle of our flatbed when we go to sell them. And actually, I think I've been a little bit premature putting the care wheels on this tractor. But we're not going to be doing anything particularly heavy getting these delivered. So, yeah, we'll leave the care wheels on and we won't worry about it too much. It'll just mean we're more ready when we come to do them later. Right, let's get up the top, get our flatbed, and we can just go and sell these eggs before we head off and do some spraying if we still have time. It is only 10:40 in the morning, so it's not too bad. But this is the only means we have of selling these. We've got nothing with any sides on it or anything like that. So we've got to stack these egg boxes on this trailer, get them strapped down, and then hopefully we're going to be all right. getting these sold. It's a little bit silly and a little bit ridiculous, but it should work, I think. So around here, and hopefully there's an egg box that's partially complete outside. So we'll see if it actually, how close that is to being finished. We'll put it on last. And we'll start with these ones over here. As you see, we've got a few egg boxes. Like that. We are not the largest. Oh great, yeah, the chickens are pecking on top of the trailer. It's almost as if they know what I'm doing. It's not, so it's not going to be massive. There we go. Trailer full of eggs here. And it'll bring us in a few euros. Oh, come on. This is the issue with handling eggs by hand like this, and not using the various mods that there are for creating egg pallets, in that they just knock into each other all the time. You end up creating some fairly messy lines of egg boxes and things. Right, one more on this side, and then we'll start putting them on the other side. There we go. I mean, I could strap them down as I'm going. That might be a wise way to go. It's not too bad. There we are. Way, and you can send them finding like that. Hopefully nothing in there is broken. Come on. Don't you dare close those gates. Oh boy. This is the other problem we've got. There we go, got it. Ooh. Yeah, we are loading in the area of the gates, and it's the same button to close the gates as it is to pick up the egg boxes. That is a recipe for disaster if you drop them in that area, in that zone. Could be really bad. So I want to avoid doing that really at all costs. Three more to go here, and then we've got 4 on the other side. I hope they automatically unload from this trailer, because otherwise I've got to sling egg boxes off into the sell point, and I don't really want to have to do that, considering I'm slinging them around my yard. Another reason to use the egg pallets is that it helps with the realism of the whole situation. But we're doing it old school on here because we're trying to save money as we are starting from scratch. Right, so this one is full. Ooh. And this one is full. So seeing as we shifted that other one across, well, this one here. Yeah, we can do 4 across the front here. And that one is... Okay, this one is also full. There we go. And then we've got one more here. Did tell me then. But we'll put this on as well, because it's good to sell all of them, and while we can. There we go, and strap, strap, strap. Are we actually going to get a strap across all of these? Wow, we spaced these at the exact distance to get them all strapped down. We need to take eggs up to... So let's go across here. Eggs on here needs to go to L'Art du Pain. That is over to, yeah, the right-hand side, or the western side of the map in the southwestern corner. So we'll head over that way. We'll get these dropped off, and yeah, we'll see how much money we make from our eggs. Here we are up at the sell point, and oh, looks like it's in here, maybe. Yeah, it's directing us into this side. So let's see if it takes it. Yeah, there we go. All but one sold. Interestingly enough. So I wonder why our single one has not sold. There we go. 31,000. How much did we make off sales there? That was 8,884 euros we made off that. So that is a really, really good sale. Not bad for a few months worth of eggs. Eggs are normally not that good. So that will cover us actually for a fair bit. So let's get this back up to the farm. Get this. Get our trailers dropped off. We'll get the sprayer hooked up and we'll go and spray our fields. See if we can get the. Well, we'll see if we can get rid of the weeds in a couple of our fields. And then next game day, I think we'll get the sprayer out and see if we can boost the crops with a bit of fertilizer as well. Back at our farm, and we will get this trailer parked up. And then we can head down the bottom. I'm slightly scared about this field. We're going to do a massive field with a very small sprayer. I don't even know if we have enough, yeah, if we have enough fertilizer to do this. In fact, what we as I said, today what we're going to do is we're going to actually do herbicide. Certainly our smaller fields need doing. And I don't think our big field needs doing yet. Let's have a look around here. So what have we got in the way of weeds? So there's a few weeds on 52, but the majority of our weeds are on 61 and 62. We take the lime off. Yeah, 62 needs spraying, 61 needs spraying. So let's do that, get those sorted. And yeah, herbicide is the best way for us to go. Then what we can do next time is we can always pop up to the shop, grab some fertilizer barrels and see where we are with those. Now we must have herbicided something at some point, because I don't think we have a huge amount of it left. No, herbicide we have a lot of it left. It's fertilizer we don't have a huge amount of it left. So let's hook this up. And what we might do is get Courseplay doing our fertilizing next time. Does this have any? No, it doesn't have any cables. So lift that up. And yeah, we have a little bit of fertilizer in here. So I'm going to empty that out. Actually, what I want to do is that that field is do the fertilizing with the solid fertilizer first, I think. Definitely be the way to go with our other crop. And then we can get the herbicide filled up here. Like so. Again, not a huge amount of herbicide. You can see how much we used last time. And the beauty of this at the moment is it should be fairly easy to see where we are. Not a lot of width on this, not a lot of yeah, it's this is not a big sprayer, but then we didn't spend much on it, which is the good thing about it. And here we are at field 62. So I mean, it's not a tiny sprayer, it's just not a very big one. It does fold out to a fairly impressive width though. Started off. And then there we go. It's fine for most of the field sizes we're dealing with. It's more the when we get into the really big fields, we're going to be taxed by it a little bit. but this should certainly get this field covered. So I'm going to get this sprayed with the herbicide, and then we'll go and have a look and see what we can do about field 61 as well. There we go, that is finished. Oh, we need to fold this up. And that has taken us down to 56%. So what I should be able to do, I think, is, yeah, we'll head back around this way. We'll refill this with some more herbicide. And then we'll be able to go round and get field 61 done as well. Doing that will mean that we're pretty well covered for herbicide for those two fields for now. And getting these two fields finished before the end of the year, that is quite something. We'll be in a really good position. What I'd like to do is get some liquid fertilizer on both of them as well, and then we'll be in a position where we can get some more and then get our other fields done as next year rolls in. Because I'm not expecting really to see much more growth from any of our crops before the new year here. So to get these fields into a position where we would make harvest fairly easily, even in the small window of harvest that the geo we have on this map affords us, would be really good. Lots of people after the last video and after my comments suggesting that maybe what I should do is switch up. Not delete the geo, but switch up to 9-day seasons, and give ourselves a little bit more breathing room with that. I think that's a really good idea. I think if I was to do a year 2 on here and go through onto a year 2, we would update it to 9-day seasons, because that would give us plenty of time to do that. And I'm actually tempted, because I'm looking at not going that far with this map. Tempted to release this to you guys and see where we go, and yeah, see if anybody would like to take on the challenge of this map in this setup. There we go. We'll go around the headers first. These are looking pretty healthy. I'm impressed. Our soybeans are looking good. Or is this canola? This might actually be canola. In which case, either way, whatever we got in here is looking pretty healthy and growing nicely. Very, very good news. We're almost done on the field. We had to refill up the tank once, but looking at the amount we got left, if we'd refilled before we came back out, we would have got this field done in an entire spray tank, which actually bodes pretty well for us doing field 52 later on. It is probably going to take us about 3 tanks, I think, to do that field. If we have a look, yeah, field 52 is, yeah, probably about 3 of this field. I don't know if we can see the hectares for this. Let's see. This is field 61, and that is 2.2 hectares. And if we just pop up to field 52, we can go and have a look at how much that is. I'm very happy with that though. These two fields now are done and dusted until the spring. One more spray of fertilizer in the spring will finish them off. They will be ready, and that makes me very happy. We just now need to concentrate on field 52. We can get that, as long as it doesn't freeze too early. We'll be able to get that both fertilized at the first stage and herbicide at the first stage before winter kicks in. Let's see if this picks up. Field 52, so 2.2 hectares. Field 52, that's still 62. Because this actually does, yeah, so it does 2 fields in an area. There we go. Field 52 is 3.14. Actually, I don't think it's going to take as much as I thought it would. I think we'll probably get this sprayed with 2 tanks, even with this extra bit here. 3.14 hectares. That is not going to go up that much. So that's good news. I think we will leave the sprayer on the back of here as a result. And maybe, I know, we're not going to leave the sprayer on here. We will leave this tractor down at the other shed, though, as that will do us well and sort us out. And yeah, looking good. Looking very, very positive. We'll see how we do. Let's back this into here, because yeah, this does belong over this way. And we are going to be doing herbicide with it next time. No, we are going to be doing herbicide when we use this next time. But our next thing is going to be down the far end here and using our spreader here. I'm hoping this has some fertilizer in it. It does. So we'll refill that, lift it up, pull it forwards, and that is what we'll be doing next time. So that is all good. So I'm going to leave this here as it's 5 in the afternoon, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.